So I've been having some issues with the Jeep. It's been wobbling pretty bad. So a couple months ago, I went ahead and rotated my tires because the front ones were wearing a little faster than the rear ones. And when I did that, we started getting a wobble in the front end. And it was wobbling like at speed. So as you started up about 40 miles an hour, steering wheel started going. And then about 60 and 70, it'd get faster and faster as you sped up. So I thought it was just a wheel balance. So Jess took the Jeep in, got a balance, and it was still doing it, no change. So I had her take it in to get an alignment, and they said it needed a whole bunch of parts. Said it needed stabilizer links, and said it needed a shock. They said it needed ball joints. They wanted to charge me like $2,500. So I went ahead and got up under it and started taking a look around. The ball joints had a little bit of wear in them, but nothing too crazy. I went ahead and replaced them anyways. The shock was fine. The stabilizer link had a loose bolt on it, so I tightened that up, and everything else was fine. And after the ball joints, it got a little bit better, but didn't solve the issue. So I changed some tires around, and still no issue, no fix. So while I had the front tires off and replacing the ball joints, I noticed that the spacers that were installed on it were these guys, and these are lugcetric spacers, to where the wheel centers itself on the hub just based on the lugs. And what you want for Jeeps is a hubcentric spacer. So see, it's got this little lip right here, and that'll center the spacer and the wheel on the hub instead of on the lugs. All right, so we got the wheel off and the rim, and I got the spacer off. This was the spacer that was on there. These are the lugcetric spacers. As you can see, there's a gap that goes all the way around the hub. So it just gives you this little bit of play. So if it's not tightened up just perfect, you're gonna have a wobbling issue. Where with these hubcentric spacers, you can see I already put it on. It goes right against that hub. And there's no give, there's no play up and down or back and forth. Just a little bit of play for the lugs to seat in. So it's got this lip on here, and the rim, once you put the tire and the rim on, it'll get centered on the spacer, and then the spacer centered on the lug or on the hub, and you won't have that wobbling issue. So that was where my issue was coming from, was on the front. These weren't either not tightened down in the right torque order, or not torqued down enough, or something was happening with them where they weren't perfectly centered in there, or they were cockeyed a little bit for some reason, and that was what was causing the wobble. When the tire was going around, it was just a little bit off center, and I was getting a wobble. So I put these on instead of these, and these are working a lot better. The wobble went away. So if you got a wobble and you got a balance and you got an alignment and it's still wobbling at speed, and you got these kind of spacers on, you might want to change them out for hubcentrics. And if you're buying spacers, definitely buy these hubcentrics. They're not much more, if at all, any more. They probably cost the same price if you can find them on Amazon. And you shouldn't have any issues. Thanks for watching.
If you ever got a boot stuck down in your engine, you can pull it out with a coat hanger.